Look at this video here. As they say, when it rains, it pours. Definitely did that at the 28th Street subway station in Chelsea tonight. Gushing water just added to the miserable commute. Naveen Dhaliwal joins us now live from the Upper West.
What's up, graphic designers? So we know that the subway system and, getting around underground isn't always pleasant, but these disasters can really throw us for a loop. So what we're going to do is we're going to be taking a little bit of inspiration from these campaigns that were created by the New York City government. And so these people are being alerted of potential flooding, and they're reminded that disasters don't plan ahead. You can. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of inspiration from this BSA, and we're going to create our own. So to do that, here's what's going to happen. We're going to get a little bit of inspiration from previous submissions. We're going to make sure that we include this logo, and we're going to include a location of your choice. So here's the corner of 8th Ave and 17th Street. Here's down a block on 8th Ave. You're going to think about what elements do you want to include, as Tallulah did way back in 2019. Let's talk about how exactly that we're going to create this effect. So the first thing that you're going to do is hop on Google Maps, and we're going to use the Street View function. And so let's do, I'm going to drop this guy on the corner of 8th and 17th. And you know what I think I'll do? I'm going to back out, and I'm going to go to 9th. Let's see what's on 9th Avenue. All right. This is still 8th Avenue. Yikes. So we're going to go to 9th Avenue. And we're going to click and we're going to drag. And so here's what I know. I like that halal truck right there. I'm going to shift down a block. And so you're going to experiment. You're going to think like, what spot looks cool? And so here's what I know. I don't really go to this deli. Do you guys hit up this deli? I don't. But what I do know is that this looks like it's going to be an okay spot for us to create our visual for disasters don't plan ahead. You can. And to do that, we're going to press Command Control Shift 4, and we're going to take a screenshot, and it's going to look a little something like this. And you're going to make sure that you collapse the window on the left side, right? So I expanded it. I'm going to collapse it. So again, I pressed Command Control Shift 4. We're going to return to Photoshop. We're going to open up the blank. We're going to press Command V. I'm going to press Command minus to zoom out a tad. So we press Command T. And now we've got something that looks a little bit like this. And in the spirit of that flooding, here's what we're going to do. We're going to press check to confirm. And I'm going to return to Google image search. And I'm looking for waves. I'm looking for an ocean surface. We're going to experiment. I'm going to right click. We're going to copy this image. We're going to return to Photoshop. I'm going to press Command V, Command T. And what I know is I'm going to increase the size. And I'm also going to extend this, this ocean water, this seawater, all the way back down the block, 17th Street. And so it's going to look a little something like this. We're just going to sort of experiment. I'm going to press check to confirm. And this clearly is not what we're looking for. I'm going to press V, and I'm going to press 5 to drop the opacity just a little bit. And I'm going to press M, and I'm going to make a selection, and then I'm going to press delete. Okay, here on out, I'm going to do layer masks. What I also know is that we want probably this water to extend all the way back, but this doesn't look realistic. So how exactly are we going to do that? If we have it like, let's say, waist deep or maybe knee deep, what we're going to do to achieve this effect, before I do anything, I'm going to press Command J. I'm going to hide the layer underneath. We're going to do a layer mask. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the object selection. We're going to keep our fingers crossed. I'm going to go to layer 1, and I'm on this car, right? And so I can see the car is selected. I'm going to jump to the layer mask above. I'm going to press B for brush. And now I'm going to brush out just the top, right? And so now just the bottom of this taxi cab is submerged. What I also know is I'm going to press D to deselect. And I'm also going to, now I'm not making any selections. I'm just going to sort of brush away sort of like what makes sense visually. So this looks good. Right here. What I also know is like this selection right here, only the top or the bottom half is going to be submerged. So I'm going to use the object selection. I'm going to switch to layer 1. That's the Google Maps layer. I'm making a selection. I'm going to press B for brush and return to layer mask. And then it's going to look a little, something like this. This looks great. I'm going to press Command D. And then I see there's this guy right here. So I'm going to use the object selection tool. I'm going to select this dude. I'm going to press B for brush. We're going to make sure that X is in the, I'm sorry, black is in the foreground. Yikes. And you know what, guys? I'm on the wrong layer. Let's do this one more time. Object selection. We're going to make sure that we switch to layer mask. Beautiful. And then, okay, this dude is riding his bike. And that doesn't look amazing. I'm going to think about like what makes sense. We're going to be like really strategic. And all of a sudden, this looks not bad. And when we return to that original water layer, if we press V0, whoa, that looks insane. But if we press V8, we can sort of drop the opacity just a little bit. And now that's, yeah, it's like 40%, 50, 60, 70. And what I'm going to do at 80% is I'm going to press V once, I'm going to hold shift, and then I'm going to cycle through the different blending modes until we have something that looks kind of cool. I'm not mad at vivid light. I may come back to, I think linear light also looks really, really cool. And so maybe I'm going to go back to linear light just for a second. I think that's pretty cool. I'm curious. I'm going to press Command J one more time. Whoa, that's funny. That's a little too much. And what I also know is that if we wanted to add some flames, I'm just going to do a quick image search. The Kings and the Flames are playing in the Pacific Division, but that's not what we want. I'm going to like randomly grab, I don't love it, but I'm going to grab this. We're going to right click. We're going to press copy image. We're going to return to Photoshop, Command V to paste. And maybe this car is also on flame, like on fire. I don't know. We're going to press check to confirm. And if we want to eliminate the black, right, but just so the lights remain, we're going to apply the screen blending mode. And I don't know how exactly that's going to look. You know what, guys? I'm not super mad at that. That's kind of cool. And then if we wanted to like manipulate its shape, what I also know is if we press Command Control Shift. Oh, I never taught you guys this. You know what? There's lots of things I never taught you. But if we press Command T and then we click this little warp function, we can warp the text. I'm sorry, warp the flames in a way that may create the intended visual that you're looking for. You know, I'm going to press check to confirm. Last but not least. All right, so now if we wanted to include me and Ryan having a pretty intense one-on-one in the middle of 17th Street during a natural disaster, what we're going to do is we're going to have it look a little something like this. And I'm going to press check to confirm. I'm going to drag me and Ryan beneath the ocean waves. What we're going to do now is I'm going to command click the thumbnail. So we've got that selection. I see that, you see that. I'm going to go up a layer to the layer mask on the water. I'm going to press B. And we're going to eliminate that, this area above us. So it looks like we're in a pretty intense game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, what you're going to want to include is this logo, disasters. Don't plan ahead. You can. I'm going to copy this image. We're going to press Command V. You're going to save this as a JPEG. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for a lot of creativity. Cannot wait to see what you guys produce. Good luck.